Hey friends, it's Sarah from Gilkey's Limited Adventures, and I have something different to show you today. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like going out to eat is getting so expensive. You could easily spend 60 bucks or more just going out to eat, and actually a lot of times even more than that. So I have a favorite dish at the Mexican restaurant down the street from us. But every time we go, just my meal alone with the tip costs probably like $25 or $26 just for my meal. So think about William and I going, if we get a drink or a soda or anything, it's just so expensive. Right there, you're already at $50, $60 just for two people to eat. So I'm gonna try to recreate my favorite meal from the local Mexican restaurant for less than the price of what one meal costs. And the reason I decided to do this, it's a little different than what I normally do on this channel, but is because I found this Gordo's cheese dip at Walmart, and this tastes almost exactly like that delicious cheese dip that you can get at a Mexican restaurant. And this is what covers my favorite meal. So I love this thing that's rice and beans with shrimp on top, and it's, you know, there's a healthy amount of this cheese just kind of drizzled along the top of that. So I'm gonna try to make that I'm gonna feed myself, William, and my mom, and see if I can make that for less than what it would cost to just get it at the Mexican restaurant for myself. I'm gonna use this rice. Now, I love this rice. If you haven't tried this Nor Taco rice, it's so good. It's not quite the same as the stuff you get at the Mexican restaurant, but this is good. And then also, I love this brand of refried beans. So I'm gonna use this. So it's not quite gonna be the same, but I think it's gonna be really good. And I also do love this raw shrimp from Walmart. So I'm gonna be using that. And I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna hope it tastes very similar to what I get at the Mexican restaurant. Now, do you hear that noise in the background? That's this big boy. Come here. This is our son's Newfoundland, and he's huge and he's hairy, and we are dog sitting for the week. Yep. Hi, buddy. You can see his face is like right at that counter, but he's a good boy. He's my little sidekick this week, and we're gonna make this my favorite dish from the Mexican restaurant. We'll see if it tastes anything like it using Walmart items. Okay, come along with us. Okay, to get started, we're gonna do the Nor Taco rice, and this is the easiest thing to cook. It is 2 cups of water. Throw in that rice, stir it around, bring it to a boil, put a cover on it, and let it cook for 7 minutes. That's it. And then when it comes to the beans, all you have to do is put them in the microwave for a few minutes, and they have a perfect consistency and a great flavor. Here's my little helper just laying around. Now when it comes to the shrimp, I just put the frozen shrimp in a colander and let that run under cold water until they are thawed out. And then these had the tails on, so I just pulled those tails off. I dabbed them with a little bit of paper towel to dry them off, and then I put them in a pan with a little bit of butter and then lots of seasonings. This is where all of the good flavor came in. I added a little bit of cumin and then some garlic salt. And then I added a little bit of paprika. That gives it a good flavor and color. Also some crushed red pepper flakes, a little bit of cracked black pepper, and then some seasoned salt. And then I let these fry on a medium heat until they were fully cooked, and that only takes a few minutes for shrimp. And now let's get this all plated up. Now, the particular menu item that I order actually comes with a side of lettuce and tomato and sour cream, and I always have to order a separate side of beans. So this is actually even less expensive to make because the beans come right along with it when I'm making it at home. Now we're gonna add on our shrimp. This shrimp had such great seasoning. This was my favorite part of the meal, I think. And then we didn't use all of that cheese dip, so I heated it up in a separate bowl, and then I just drizzled it with a spoon on top of that rice and shrimp, and even on top of the beans. I wish I had a picture of what I order at the Mexican restaurant, because this looks so similar, minus the lettuce on the side. Now I will give you my honest review. Well, I think the service is better at the Mexican restaurant for sure. And I know I had to do all the work, and I'm like really hot from cooking. It's the summer, but look at this. Oh, it looks so, so good. This cheese and rice. Let's see if it's as good as the Mexican restaurant down the street. You guys aren't gonna believe this. I like this better. This is good. I seasoned those shrimp so much, and that taco rice is so good. And the cheese on top. Oh my goodness, I think I like this better. Okay, beans. Yeah, You can't go wrong with that brand of beans. Those are so good. Meal for 3 is gonna cost less than what it would cost just for me to eat this same meal at the Mexican restaurant, even if I added in chips and salsa. Thank you guys for watching.
And thanks for this big boy for all his help. He's a great helper, right, Bjorn?